Hey, vinyl community and Tool fans. Today I want to give you my top 10 Tool songs. Now, I want to make this a relatively quick video. It's the weekend, so I know you guys have stuff to do. But I do just want to say, again, these are my own personal preferences. These are my favorite songs. They may not be yours. So please, if you're going to leave a comment, just know I don't want to hear, oh, that song sucks, or why is that song ranked so low? I mean, I get it. Everybody's got their own opinions. These just happen to be mine. So, getting right into it, number 10, I'm going to go with the song Buzzsaw by the Turtles. This is off their album, The Battle of the Bands. And if you know anything about that album, each song is in a different style. And the whole premise behind that particular album is that they are different bands performing different songs, and almost like they're competing against each other. But this one, it's just kind of a sludgy, it's got a fuzz bass guitar, which kind of carries throughout the track. There aren't really any lyrics other than Buzzsaw. It's kind of a tongue-in-cheek track, as are most of the songs on this particular album. They're playing homage to different styles of music from back in the 60s and earlier, but it's a fun song nonetheless. Number 9, I'm going to go with the song Chainsaw by Ramones off their first album. Of course, the first album, actually, to be fair, the first 4 Ramones albums are just untouchable. And I love Chainsaw, and it's like a chainsaw. It just tears through the entire track. It's short, it's aggressive, everything that I love about the Ramones, and perfect title for a punk song. Number 8, I'm going to go with the Foo Fighters, Monkey Wrench. And this is off their album, I think it's called The Color and the Shape. I'm not a huge Foo Fighters fan. I feel like a lot of songs in their catalog sound like Monkey Wrench, but Monkey Wrench is just a high-octane, aggressive rock song. They're firing on all cylinders on this track. Fun one to be sure. I love the early Foo Fighters they do have some great music, even though, much beyond that, I'm not a huge fan of. Number 7, I'm going to go with Pound Cake by Van Halen, not because the song itself is about a particular tool, but you got the whole power drill thing at the beginning where Eddie Van Halen took a drill, drilled into the body of his guitar, and recorded it for the intro to this track, which I think is very cool. Number 6, Peter, Paul, and Mary, If I Had a Hammer. Kind of a silly song. Well, what if I had a screwdriver? What if I had a wrench? I'd probably go fix the leak in the upstairs sink is what I would do. If I had a hammer, I don't know, I'd find a nail. I'd go put some holes in some drywall. I mean, the topic itself, not very deep, but, I'm glad to know what Peter, Paul, and Mary would do if they had one. Number 5, Screwdriver by the White Stripes from their debut album. Screwdriver is much like some of the other early White Stripes songs where you've got this onslaught of Jack White guitar. Then it kind of slows down, it gets quiet. You have a little more intricate, softer kind of guitar work, and then again, it picks up and just knocks you over the head. But that early White Stripes album is very much punk. It's very kind of lo-fi. Obviously, Meg White is not the most sophisticated drummer ever, but it works for the sound that they had. Very bluesy, very much garage rock, somewhat punk, but just brilliant. And I think it kind of revitalized the Detroit rock scene when the White Stripes, and screw Kid Rock. I don't want to hear about, what about Kid Rock? Number 4, Hammer to Fall by Queen off of the Works album. Really kind of a return to form after the previous album, which a lot of people hated, Hot Space. To hear a song like Hammer to Fall was like, yes, Queen is back. And just a great, aggressive, classic Queen chorus, backing vocals, Roger May, classic guitar work. Brian May, classic Brian May guitar work. Excellent track. And it showed Queen could still rock as heavy as anybody when they wanted to. Number 3, my favorite band, the Beatles. I saw her standing there, and I saw her, I know, I couldn't find another just strictly Saw related, so I'm kind of cheating here, okay? You got a better one, let me know in the comments section, but first track off the very first Beatles album, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's right into it. Great song to dance to, but if that song had been part of their stage act for a while, so it was one of the earliest Lennon-McCartney compositions, but I love it anyway. Number 2, Peter Gabriel, Sledgehammer, off the So album. Remember the video? This was, I think, the lead-off single off of it, but great track. The video is really trippy as well. And Peter Gabriel kind of, finally got that commercial recognition. This song really was all over the radio, and I don't think it topped the charts, but I know quite a few singles off of here made the charts. So not necessarily a comeback album. Peter Gabriel had never actually kind of arrived, although some of his songs, Games Without Frontiers, Shock the Monkey had been on MTV, but I don't think they really lit the charts on fire back then. And this was his first album to have a proper title as well. The first 4 Peter Gabriel albums were all just titled Peter Gabriel. All right, and my number 1 favorite Tool song is going to be Maxwell, Silverhammer by the Beatles off Abbey Road. Abbey Road is just a great album. You got the brilliant Mal Evans playing the anvil, and it's, okay, maybe the weakest, next to Octopus's Garden, the weakest track on Abbey Road. But as far as Tool songs go, I love the idea that it's got this bouncy tune, but it's all about somebody going around murdering people with a hammer. So there's some twisted, I think, joy I get in that juxtaposition where you've got a happy tune, but it's very dark subject matter. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that. Let me know what your favorite Tool songs are in the comment section, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.